Hi there, beautiful people. It's Scent Gourmand Trina here, back with another video. I am experimenting with candle making, and today I want to share with you a few scents I got from a local candle supplier, I guess you could call it that. Having some success and some failures. To date, this is my best candle yet. Looks pretty smooth all around, but this did not come without effort. But I have to tell you, for my standards, this is still subpar. There is a little sinkhole in the top, and the scent throw is not very good, but that could be because I'm using cheap essential oils like this one from AliExpress. This is May Jam, and then another company that's Sandalwood, which is what I have in here. Another candle set I've done is with Mango. This one smells better, I think, and projects better, but I'm still in the wick testing phase, which means I'm not really testing the fragrances so much as I am the ability of the wick to do its job. And I'm realizing that I'm going to have to get a lot of my stuff from the United States, specifically wicks now. Vessels I think I can get here, but fragrance oils, wicks, it's going to cost money. So I'll practice on the cheap stuff for now. And speaking of cheap stuff, before I get into these local fragrances, local-esque I should say, we'll get to that later. I have one perfume actually today that I want to share with you. I was shopping at my local, I don't know, zakaya-san you'd call them in, no, that's what they call in Japanese. They're like stores where you can get a variety stores, there you go, the zakaya-san. So they sell lots of makeup and personal goods, candles and diffusers too, all sorts of little things. But I found this company called Fiancé Tokyo, and I was smelling them all, and they smelled pretty, you know, bland, normal, sort of Japanese mass market stuff, but this one was actually quite nice. Fiancé Tokyo is from IDA Laboratories, and the top note here is bergamot, lemon, yuzu, and eucalyptus. Middle is rosemary, ylang ylang, cardamom, and jasmine, and the base is woody clove musk. And yeah, this smells to me more like something you'd find in Korea. They have like earthier, spicier, more exotic, for me anyway, type of smells that I really enjoy, or I really enjoyed when I've been to Korea. Maybe that influence is coming over to Japan. And on the website for this, it said that it's a scent that you wear for yourself and not for others. I don't think so. I think this is something that can be enjoyed by anyone. But it does like reminisce of a candle fragrance, actually, like a nice spicy winter candle. Very nice, very nice. So I'm pleased with this, and it was really cheap. Yes, probably less than 10 US dollars. And this is 30 ml, so not bad. Okay, so 28 fragrances. I'm going to breeze through these very quickly because most of them are just one note fragrances. And I have smelled them before, so it'll be even quicker. But it's been a while now. It's been like over 2 weeks since I got these. They came in these little bottles. They're just actually sachets stuck to the side of the vase, and they've been dipped in the essential oil. So considering there's so little oil to sample, these are pretty strong, I'd say. Anyway, number one is fresh pear. And yeah, it smells like fresh pear. Nothing exciting here. Oh, and I should say these fragrances, half of them are made in Japan, and the other half are imported from France. Doesn't say what company or anything, but yeah, this one is one of the Frenchies. That's number one. Number two is Pink Kiss. And I think a lot of the ones from France are actually pre-mixed fragrances. They aren't the one note. So this one's more complex. It's kind of a mix of florals, some fruits, not really that inspiring. We'll pass on that one. That's number two. Number three is Precious Risu. Risu is like squirrel. What else could risu be? Oh dear, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, it's another floral concoction. We'll pass on that. I'm not into florals. I'm not even going to bother now analyzing them for you. Just an overview here. Okay, number four is Romantic Garden. Oh, okay, that's really nice. That's kind of a very dewy, fruity, very sweet. You almost want to eat it, but you know it's floral, so you don't. But very sort of wet, soft, romantic smell. I like this one, actually. Very lovely. Number five is Shiny Fruits. Shiny Fruits. Oh yeah, lots of like indistinguishable fruit salad with syrup. Not bad, but I prefer the other one. Bit sweet for me. Number 6 is Silk Orchid. Shirku Okido. Yeah, that's a very, it smells like Zara's orchid fragrance. If you like orchid, this would be good, but I'll pass on pure orchid. I like orchid mixed with things, but that one's just too orchidy. Next one is Pure Honey. Pure Honey. Oh, that's good. It really does smell of honey, and I can see this would be an interesting one to use in candles for sure. Number 8 is macadamia nuts. Oh, wow. This is there's butyric acid in here, but it's not, it's palatable. Oh, it really smells like macadamia nuts. There's a coffee in here. Let's just skip right to that because I know coffee and macadamia nuts will smell great. I know I want to make a coffee smell. So number 27 is coffee. Oh, it's perfect. Pure black coffee, like you're smelling it in the filter. Oh, it's amazing. Now, if I mix this with macadamia nut, I've got one. I've got a fragrance right there. It's fantastic. I can have the coffee on its own for sure and add the mac nuts, and I've got a latte of sorts. So that is a winner. Then number 9, let's go back into the list here. We have Night Attraction. Night Attraction. It's another floral mix. It's supposed to be seductive, I imagine, but I just find it light and feminine and floral and nice, but no, we're going to pass on that. Number 10, we have Pear and Taffy. Taffy could be taffy or toffee. Pear and toffee. Oh, wow, this tastes like a really nice, you know those IKEA dime bars? They're like caramel toffee coated with chocolate. It's like that, but less chocolate and with a big pear note. This is a gorgeous gourmand. This is really delicious, really delectable. Good for a gourmet candle for sure. I'm gonna have to click that one off. I like it. Lovely, lovely. Okay, next we have Frozen Tangerine. This is number 11. Frozen Tangerine. Now it smells like tangerine, but a very, how can I say this? Not like a very intense smell. It's a light and watery tangerine. Definitely has a frozen vibe to it, like it's been in the freezer and you're defrosting it and you put your nose right in there. Yes, I like it. Number 12 is chocolate. Okay, that's pure cocoa powder. Like, it's not rich and chocolatey, it's just very light. It's got the sugar taken out of it. It's not bitter. It's like a chocolate powder. Good for mixing with other stuff for sure. On its own, kind of bland though for me personally. You could, I suppose. Mixing it with something else would be good. Like, oh, let me skip something. Like banana. Let's get to that in a minute. Okay, next we have blueberry. Oh, very realistic. Wow, that is such a beautifully realistic, slightly candied blueberry. Excellent, excellent, dead spot on. Okay, this is what I was looking at before, banana. Okay, so I don't know how I would like to smell banana in a perfume or in a candle, but wow, that's banana, all right. Okay, so if I just take, not frozen tangerine, but chocolate, I mean chocolate banana, that's just delectable, isn't it? Yes, absolutely. Oh, would I like that in a candle though? Would I? I don't know. Too literal, you know? Maybe it's good if you're on a diet. You can smell that instead of eating it, but I think if I start smelling it, I'd want to eat it, you know? Moving on, we have citrus. Bright, fresh, tangy, indescript. Don't know what I'm smelling here. Don't know what, it's more orangey than anything else, I guess. But it could be anything. Very nice, very good. I like it. Citrus is on the list. Okay, next we have green apple. I'm not a fan of apples. I mean, I like them like spiced in the you know, cinnamon spice apple. That's okay. Green apple. So this is a very tangy, fresh, juicy apple. These are very realistic. But yeah, I just don't like apples, so we'll see. Number 17 is rose. Probably it's going to be a fresh rose. And it is, and nah, I'm not a fan of rose. I won't be making any rose candles. Thank you very much. I like rose, but only the jammy kind, mixed with like oud and spices and stuff. Next we have squash maybe? Doesn't smell of squash. What is that? Sukashu. What is sukashu? I thought it was maybe squash, but no, this is totally not squash. What the hell am I smelling? I'm gonna have to look that up and put it on the screen. It's very indescribable. It's very sweet. This reminds me of like a candy. I can't see this as a vegetable. Next we have fruity green floral. I'm sure you can guess what that is. Fruity green floral. And yeah, it's very green. Got that bitter note in there. More bitter than fruit. The fruit just acts to like soften up the bitter note. Now this would be really good if it were mixed with fig. So like a juicy fig mixed with some, like Zara has a perfume called Fig Verdant, or verdant fig. I don't know if it was in French and English, but I think it was French. But it's if you get your hands on a Zara candle, look for that green fig because it's beautiful. And this kind of reminds me of that with that green undertone. Or it's not really undertone here, it's an overtone. It's strong, it's good. I can see the application. 20 is lemongrass. Perfect. If you want a lemongrass scented candle or soap, this is perfect. It's exactly lemongrass. Super. 21, we have plumeria, which is plumeria, obviously. Yeah, that's a very bright tropical fragrance. Again, flowers are not my thing, but it smells spot on to that particular flower. Next one is grapefruit. I don't like grapefruits, okay? I had to force myself to eat them younger. I thought they were good for diet, so I'd like get the big one, split them up, and painfully eat through it. But yeah, I can see this more in a bath application. And a candle, I'd prefer the citrus smell rather than this one. 23 is sandalwood. Sandalwood is really good in fragrances. Fragrances, candles. This one is actually sandalwood from that May Jam company. It's beautiful, but it's very understated, very soft, doesn't really speak loudly in the room, you know, but beautiful, beautiful, sophisticated smell. I think this is a nicer version than the one I used. Very nice. Classic. Gotta have it in your collection at some point, I think. In perfumery or as candle maker. 24, lavender. Yeah, what can you say? Lavender, multiple use applications. I want to make a candle for relaxation, and probably it'll have lavender and sage in it or something like that. Yeah. 25, we have sakura. I don't like sakura. Sakura is cherry blossom, very Japanesey fragrance, but I've never been a fan. They even have sakura lattes at Starbucks come spring. Ugh, don't care for that. Yeah, it's sakura. Which is on my lacquerware today. Only 3 left. Now we have vanilla. You know, there's so many varieties of vanilla. You can get your straight up vanilla extract, which is lacking in sugar. This one does have sugar. It's a gourmand bakery type of vanilla, straight up, very good, useful. And 27 is coffee. We've smelled that before. And the last one is citronella, which is not a fragrance oil according to my information online. It's actually an essential oil. Yeah, pure citronella. I wonder how that works in candles. They've got it listed here as for candle purposes, so it must work well. And I think citronella and lemongrass would make a really good bug off fragrance. And I have like a visual idea for that. So I think the citronella and lemongrass together. Let's have a look at that. And yes, they are. Yes. So I've taken a moment here to actually translate the Japanese fragrances here and also highlight the ones that I'm interested in and circle the ones that I'm probably going to get. So I'm probably going to get macadamia nut, coffee, vanilla, frozen tangerine. Oh, frozen tangerine is not circled, but I might get that. Lemongrass. Definitely vanilla, coffee, and macadamia, though, because I know I can make some really nice coffee, assuming they project and they work and smell as good as they do out of those little bottles. And I liked lemongrass. I liked, what else did I like? Banana and chocolate, blueberry, frozen tangerine. Also, pure honey was great, but I don't know how I'd use that just yet. Citrus is good too. Yeah, so not unimpressed with this whole selection, actually. Okay, and that is it. My introduction to some Japanese fragrance oils to spend money on and hopefully make my candles a little better smelling than these cheapy essential oils I got from China. But you never know. Maybe they are not as bad as I think. And to be honest, a full size, this is 100 ml or 3.38 fluid ounces, they're selling these in Japan for about the same price actually. So I should support local companies instead of going through AliExpress, shouldn't I? And I will do that. Okay, we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, Nada.